BT is a truly global organisation. We have network presence in 170 countries around the world. We operate a PC estate of about 120,000 units, and it's very important to us that we can partner with companies that can service us globally, whether that be with legal requirements or operational requirements. The major challenges affecting BT going forward for the next 2 years really are around mobility and giving our people access to the systems that they require to do their job from anywhere that they're operating. More and more that isn't BT offices. That tends to be on customer sites where we want our people to be very close to our customers, but also could be from home, could be from a coffee shop. So really the mobility aspect of IT is really increasing for us. Also the development of cloud computing is another strand for us, and we run one of the largest networks globally. So, cloud computing and having services and systems that maybe aren't dedicated for specific customers or in specific geographies, where we can provision those services for multiple customers off of the same platform, is probably the number 2 challenge for us in the next 2 years. For BT, controlling our costs and limiting any additional costs for us in any part of the business is absolutely critical so that we can deliver higher shareholder return. We spend a lot of money on IT kit, we spend a lot of money on PCs, and anything that we can do to try and recover costs from that kit once it has no longer a useful life for our people, we really want to get after and leverage that. And working with RDC, we feel that we get a good opportunity to maximise that wherever we can. At the moment, we cover our disposal costs. I think going forward with new technologies and new hardware, we will be looking to increase the profit actually coming back in to further support development and new deployments for us. BT has really takes corporate social responsibility very, very seriously, and sustainability. You can't be a global company without doing that, and we are working very hard, whether it be from innovative power solutions for our data centres, down to sleep hibernate modes for our PCs so that PCs aren't running at full power, constantly, through to light solutions that mean lights aren't left on all the times. So it's absolutely critical for us, and it is a key part of our selection of partners and the contracts we award, not only to the level that partner can help us in our aspirations in sustainability, but also how, if you like, ecologically friendly they are as well is important to us. BT is mainly concerned when we come to dispose of equipment that we no longer require with the data protection. That can be internal BT data, but also more importantly can be our customer data. So that's our number 1 priority, the way that is treated, and having a partner that we can trust to treat that data in the way that it needs to be. Secondly is recycling of the kit, so whether that be kit being used for sold to other organisations or other entities so that it's not just wasted, or where there are products that can't be recycled, that the impact on the environment is absolutely minimal. And also lastly is cost. Firstly, we look for global compliance so that they are able to meet the local legislation of the countries that we operate in, so that we don't have to have multiple contracts. Obviously, minimal impact to the environment, and high recycling rates is very important to us. The service, so we are, directly collecting kit, or you are directly collecting kit for us from our end users. We need to minimise the interruption to their working days. So being, on time, keeping to appointments, doing that in a very efficient way is very important for us. And then finally, doing that in the most cost efficient way as well, so that we don't have high disposal costs, and ultimately we can both benefit from the profit that is left in the kit at the end of its life. By using RDC as our disposal partner, BT is globally compliant with all legislation around the world where we operate in terms of data protection and disposal. Secondly, we know that none of our end user computing equipment ends up in a landfill, which is very important to us. And thirdly, we are green across all of our service levels around disposal, which means the customer experience for our users is great. BT's confident in RDC handling our data security for us when it comes to disposing of kit, whether that be from the complete audit trail from the PC being handed over from one of our users through to your people and being able to track that at each point of its journey, through to the wiping facility that you have, and the fact that if something is unsuccessful in terms of wiping the data, you physically shred the equipment so that it can't end up in the wrong hands. BT selected RDC as our disposal partner really in terms of the scale that they operate at, not just in terms of collecting and disposing of our equipment, but also in their ability to resell that around the world in multiple countries and achieve best in market values for BT's IT equipment.